Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Mona Moore's Sitting on a Virus goes live in 30 minutes. Stay tuned and stay updated. Mwah. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to Mona Moore's Sitting on a Virus. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time today, this is a weekly update on COVID-19. I know the world is going crazy right now. That's why I'm here, Miss Canada Continental, to keep you updated and in the loop. We are live here on location of Mona Moore's motherfucking drag closet. Yes, an inside scoop to everything glitz and glam. Can you see? Is there too much sparkle or do I need some more? We're good? We're good. We have lots of exciting things to update you about. Some sad things, some happy things, just lots of information. So make sure you tune in, stay tuned, tell your friends, let them know that Mona Moore is on Instagram right now. And this bitch is live! Yes! I am wearing my crown and my jewels and my green dress inspired by COVID-19 herself, honey. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I have some very exciting news today. I know that the world is kind of a scary place right now, and there's lots of negativity in the world. We see it on social media, and we feel it within ourselves. But this is proof that there's amazing things happening in the world, and there's things to keep us happy, going, and pushing forward. But my sister-in-law had a little baby this morning. Yes, she did. At the ass crack of dawn, she had a little baby girl named Grace. She is so beautiful, and I can't wait to meet her. It is a miracle. It is utter happiness. I'm so happy for you, Kat, and for you, Will. You're going to be an amazing, amazing set of parents, and congratulations. So good things happen. The world keeps going. We keep revolving. We just got to take it day by day. I also like to do a very, very, very special thank you to Brooklyn Heights and Absolute Vodka. Thank you so much for the $500 check. They offered $25,000 to 50 drag queens across Canada. It's an amazing thing to give back to the artists, especially the ones suffering, the ones who don't have work, who don't have a paycheck, and who unfortunately can't claim EI. So it means so much to me. Thank you again. Keep doing what you do. You make Canada proud. You are the Queen of the North, and I love you so much, Brooklyn. Thank you. Yay! Also some very exciting news, and I'm very proud of them as well. Baby Belle Belle, Miss Cruisin' Tangos, and Cruisin' Tangos itself offered some money to the local drag queens who were performing at the bar. I think it's so amazing that they gave back and that they had the opportunity to do that. Just a few weeks ago to a month, there was rumors going around that Cruisin' Tangos was going to close because some property management moved in and they want to build some condos. Now, in the Toronto Gay Village, it's a big shame. They're cutting it right in half and they're getting rid of lots of gay venues for parties, for drag queens, for all that fun stuff. So it was a big shame. But I'm so proud and so happy for you guys that you are coming back and you're able to help get us drag queens by. It means so much to us. So thank you again. So much good things going on in the world. Keep doing your part. I want to look back after all this shit is done, and I want you to be proud of the choices you've made. Let's make the world a better place during its crummiest time. How about that, huh? Good idea. I also want to give a big shout out to my immediate family. I know that lots of us are forced to sit on our couch at home and isolate. I know it's a rough life. But there's lots of people out there who are still working and still getting up in the morning and going to their job and providing for us when we need it the most. So I want to give a big shout out to my mom. My mom is a healthcare aide. She works at the Seven Oaks Hospital in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And it's a scary thing for her to be in hospitals for me. It makes me nervous. But I know she's smart and I know she's going to take care of herself. So I'm just a big shout out and lots of love to you. Lots of love to my dad. He is a courier. He delivers tons of things to hospitals and jails and all those things where places need it the most right now. So thank you, Dad, for keep doing what you're doing. Stay healthy, stay clean, and stay off the pot. Tease, don't do that. And of course, my brother, Tim. My brother is a corrections officer. Yes. Man of steel over there in Winnipeg, Manitoba at the Women's Correctional. And he is busting his ass every day, going back to work, doing what he can. And I just wish nothing but the best for you and your family. I hope you stay safe. And as much as you can, stay home. And sending Riley all my love. all the kisses, my little niece Riley. If you check my Instagram profile down, you can see that I have a little post about her today because I missed her so that was for Riley. And of course, last but not least, I want to give a big shout out, a big thank you, and a big hug to my man, Mr. Dr. John, who is working in the hospitals now and doing his thing, and I'm so proud of him. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting with the fight, and we got this. Even if we get diagnosed with the virus or whatever the fuck we do, we're gonna do it together, and we're gonna do it in style, honey, with all the glitz and glam. You should have seen all the rhinestones that we got in the mail the other day, so we're gonna be real busy rhinestoning some costumes. So big shout out to you as well, John. I love you so much. Lots of great people in the world who are doing great things. Think about that. Take a second and think all those people in your family, in your friends, in your circle of community. Think about those people who are frontline workers, who are continuing to work throughout this process. Take the time, give them a thank you, give them an air high five or some elbows, and just show your love and respect. A little bit goes a long way, and it keeps us all happy, forward, and positive moving through this disgusting time. And that's kind of all I have updates for you guys. That's all I wanted to say for now until I get into the hard-hitting facts of COVID-19. I watched the last 3 updates of Alberta's COVID-19 happening on alberta.ca. And I also watched Justin Trudeau's live update this morning. Snooze fest! I'll talk a little bit about him later, but all I gotta say is what an actress. Justin Trudeau and the rest of the government, I know you guys are doing everything you can in your power to make sure that we are headed in the right direction. We are maintaining this disease and we're fighting it to the fucking core. But he's just sometimes so fake and so ingenuine. And I sat there watching, I found myself bored. I found myself not paying attention, and I found myself like not really trusting what he had to say. I don't like saying that. I don't want to talk negative about him, but I wish there was a little bit more humble or more personable aspects to Justin. I find that he's most himself when he's actually talking French. So for all my French viewers, please translate and tell me what he's saying, because his English is shit. He's just a little actress. That's my opinion, but I did watch his update. I have some updates for you, good things for sure, and let's get to it. Cheers, everybody, and let the COVID-19 update begin. Oh, I love a gin and tonic. My favorite. And nothing but a Pride cup. Oh, the taste of heaven. Magically delicious. Okay, here we go. Let's get serious. Okay, so new cases and testing. On Tuesday, we have confirmed 64 new cases, and in the last 24 hours, we have confirmed 117 new cases of COVID-19. Today, bringing the total number of cases in Alberta to 871. Today's large jump is due to the processing of large number of backlog tests. So there's about 4,500 tests in the last 24 hours that were made, and that's why our number is so high today. So though it might come across a little shocking and a little nerve-wracking to the Albertans, that is the reason why we've tested positive with such a high increase today. They had a backlog because they ran out of supplies they needed for the test, but they have fixed this and they're good to go. They suspect that 94 of the infections are from community transmission. Now, this means that self-isolation is more and as important as ever. I'm tripping over my words a little bit. Self-isolation is important as ever because more and more infections are community transmission, and it's a dangerous thing. So make sure to keep self-isolating. I know a lot of people is 14 days are up, but you can still continue to do so and help do your part. Now these are some big numbers. Take a deep breath with me. The world's infections are approaching 900,000. Deaths of 45,000. Canada has a total of 8,600 infections and 100 deaths. Very sad news. I know maybe 100 to you doesn't seem like a huge number, but at the end of the day, it's someone's life that they have lost right? Think about those 100 deaths here in Canada. Think about all those people who have friends or family that are now going through a loss. It is something that is very tragic. So although our numbers are lower than other places within the world, we got to keep in mind how important people's lives are and how we need to continue to fight the fight and do our part. Anyways, so I am very sad to inform that we have 5 additional deaths today, or yesterday, and 2 today, bringing Alberta's total to 11. Like I said, 11 isn't a huge number, but those 11 people had friends and family who are now struggling and suffering even more. You know, it's a sad time. We do not want to see our friends and family leave us, especially over a virus like this. The positive thing is that 142 recovered in Alberta! Woo woo! Yeah! It's amazing news. That means that even though this virus is extremely, what's the word? Contagious, it's still doable. We can still get the virus and still get on with our lives. It's kind of like any old flu or bug. You're going to struggle for a couple days. It might last longer, a week or two, but you will get through it as long as you keep a healthy and active lifestyle. I have one person in my life who was diagnosed. Is that a good word for it, John? Tested positive? Okay. Tested positive for COVID-19. And it's a little scary. It's nerve-wracking for that person because you love them and you want them to be okay. But they are a very healthy and active person and they got through it. And just like them, you can too. So don't be too scared. Like I said, take care of yourself and the rest will be history. Okay, so Alberta leads the other provinces in their per capita testing rates. They will be getting rapid COVID tests in the coming days, which is very exciting. And rapid tests will help them gather more information and they'll learn more about the virus and how it works. And then we'll be able to capture it as quick as possible. So positive stuff. Even more good news, how you can help everybody. It's a time of helping. We have nothing but time on our hands, so we might as well do our part and do the right thing. So, please remember, following the public health advice will save lives. Those of you on home isolation, thank you for doing your part. Those of you who choose to stay home and away from others because you had a mild illness, thank you for doing the right thing. Organizations like Alberta Food Banks and Meals on Wheels still need Albertan support. So if you're able to do so, might as well. Look in their online websites and see how you can help them out. We also need, I kind of hate this topic and I don't really know what to say about it, but we still need blood. Canada Blood Services still needs your blood. For most of my viewers who are mostly gay, we all know that unfortunately gay men cannot give blood. The sad truth. But for those of you who are watching who can and are able to give blood, please do. It's a great way to help and contribute without having to get too sketchy within volunteering and things like that. It's a quick and easy thing and you can save lives. Like I said before, just because we're dealing with COVID-19, there's so much other things going on in the world. Lots of people who are sick and needing transplants and blood and things like that from other people, they still need that shit. Just because we're going through a virus doesn't mean the world comes to a halt. We still need blood. We still need to donate, so if you can, donate to Canada Blood Services. Now, if you can't volunteer, lots of people can't, unfortunately. Kindness matters. That is the best way to volunteer, is just through our kindness. You can reach out to friends, family, and neighbors who may be struggling. You know, even if it's picking up groceries or just sending them a text or a FaceTime or a Zoom and sharing your love and sharing your positivity and helping each other get through it. We have nothing but each other to help get us through, right? So we're at one giant community right now. Okay, so like I said before, volunteering, it's a great thing. It's a great way to make us feel good. It's a great way to make other people feel good. The chain reaction is super hot. Here are some stories of some people helping. So I saw this the other day, but someone who was out on their balcony shedding a few tears and a neighbor from another balcony overheard and called out, "It's going to be okay, I promise." A couple words, but they went a long way and they probably made that person's day. So if you see a person struggling, if it's a friend, family, or a stranger, Give them a couple words of encouragement to keep them on the right path. A Calgary flower shop, despite having to close, donated flowers to help brighten the day for residents and employees of a continuing care facility. It's so sweet. I love flowers. I always have them in my house. I think they brighten up someone's day, and good on you for doing that. A wardrobe department of a filming company that was sewing hospital gowns in Calgary. I see that a lot on Instagram. I know a couple friends, Chris Ponell, he was making masks. Same with Jeff Christensen, you were also making masks. Like, it's a nice way to do your part and do what you love. So good on you, all of you, for sewing the robes, sewing masks, sewing whatever you can. I know I brought out my machines and I'm getting on sewing. Oh my god, it's so nerve-wracking. I got my serger for the first time. We'll talk later. We'll kiki it out later. Stress. And another really cool thing, especially for people in Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, big cities like that, apartment buildings are making a list for the elderly who need supplies and healthy neighbors to go pick it up. So if you are someone who is either elderly or is stuck in isolation or is sick and needing some extra help, they have lists on the apartments that you can sign your name and what you need, and a healthy and active person will go out and buy it and deliver it to you, which is super sweet. So if you live in an apartment or a condo and you find people that are struggling with things like that, maybe create a list in the lobby, or even just check out with your neighbor and see how they're doing and if they need anything. It doesn't hurt to help. So yeah. Anyways, some other good information, I'm just going to move on now, is how self-isolation has changed. I know it's been 2 weeks for most of us is self-isolating. It's fucking annoying. I'm going crazy. The procrastination is real. The drive is hard, but we'll get through. But self-isolation has changed. Oh my god. Okay, so now, you are only permitted to go outdoors, on your deck, in your backyard, or on your balcony. Under no circumstance should you leave your property during the 14 days of self-isolation. No taking your dog for walks, no enjoying the sunshine on the beach. Stay home. You have to stay inside. You cannot use your balcony, you can use your balcony, and you can use those things, your backyard if you have. Stay within your house. Okay. Apartment buildings, never mind. There we go. Do not have visitors over. I know this kind of sucks. I love to have friends over. I know we like to entertain. We have to have a good time. Even in small groups, we have to keep our visitors out. Just for the time being, the quicker we do this and the more we do this, then the further we are along with getting rid of this fucking virus. So do not go to public areas and spaces or community settings. Stay away. If you are isolating, don't go anywhere. Don't go to grocery stores. Don't go anywhere. Arrange to have someone pick up essential needs like groceries or medication for you. A text or a phone call is super simple, and there's lots of people out there that are willing to help, so don't be afraid to reach out. People who live in apartment buildings or high-rises must stay inside their unit and cannot use the elevators or stairwells to go outside. Oh my god, I lived in apartments for way too long. I know how it feels. All my beautiful friends in Toronto and Vancouver and those big cities, don't use your stairwells, don't use your elevators. If you are isolating, just stay in your apartment. I know it sounds horrible, I know, but just stay inside. It will keep you safe. It will keep the rest of the people in your building safe as well. Some good advice. Okay, so take it. Anyways, this applies to everyone under mandatory self-isolation. All of you, you know who I'm talking to. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm looking at you. And yeah, I'm looking at you in the back too. Self-isolation, this applies to everyone, including both people who are feeling well and those who have symptoms of COVID-19, including cough, fever, runny nose, sore throat, or shortness of breath. Staying inside can save lives. I don't know how many times or how loud or how high pitch I need to say this, but staying inside saves lives. Those numbers are small, but they are only going to get worse before it gets better. Keep that in mind. Stay inside and save lives. Exceptions. If you have to leave the house to go to a COVID testing or have a key medical appointment, if you need to get tested or if you have a very important appointment, you can leave. call the place first, call the clinic, whatever you're going to first. They do lots of online phone calls, things like that. There's ways to work around it, but you are allowed to leave your house for those specific reasons, and those specific reasons only. Okay, I need another drink, damn. All this information is stressful. I know it's a lot. And I know there's not a lot of people out there right now who are doing live updates about COVID. I know it's kind of all we talk about and we just beat it with a dead horse, but I just have to reiterate, it's so important to be aware and educated and updated with what's going on. We need to stay in the loop. If we get complacent with what we are doing during this time, that's how this virus is going to increase and get worse. So stay updated and tune in to my shit every Wednesday. Mona Moore's Sitting on a Virus. Thank you. Like I said earlier, I watched Trudeau's live update, and although it was a snooze fest, and although I felt he was very blah, here are some interesting things. So besides the fact that he said unprecedented times about 1 million times, we get it, Trudeau, it's fucking unprecedented. He just likes saying that word, or he just likes the sound of his own voice. I don't know. Good news, everybody. So there is a Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy available for all non-publicly founded or funded businesses. So if there is a business that is non-publicly funded, there is a subsidy for that, which is super cool. They also released another one, Canada Emergency Response Benefit. So this is active April 6th, and you can apply online. So it's the Canada Emergency Response Benefit. And if you can't apply online, if you are old school like my parents and don't know how to use a computer, you can call for assistance and they will be able to help you out, point you in the right directions, and get you subsidized or get that benefit. You can't collect both though. Can't have your cake and eat it too, everybody. I know you want to, but you can't, so don't collect both. It's pretty crazy. I don't know too much about it. They are going to release more information about those two within the next day. But definitely tune in, keep updated, and know what's going on, because it's lots of help. They are really putting lots of money, effort, and time into helping us, the communities, and it's very important. This is actually the largest economic program in Canadian history. Yeah. So the Canadian Emergency Wage Subsidy and Canada Emergency Response Benefit is the largest economic program in Canadian history. Fuck yeah, Canada. Go Canada. We're the shit. That's pretty impressive. I mean, hey, we've been through World War I, II, and every other world that I had to deal with, and we got through it. And that's all I have to say on updates. So, woo! Enough with all that. You know what? I just need one more cheers for everybody. Cheers to staying home, cheers to staying healthy, and cheers to staying updated with Mona Moore Sitting on a Virus. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Cheers, everybody. Sending you all my love from near and far. Oh, so good. Now, this will be posted on YouTube, and I will be sharing it to Facebook, so you can definitely watch this if you've missed it. Don't worry. Tell your friends, like, share, and share the love, and support me, support my live show, and let's keep updated. Ooh. Now, I'm going to leave you with these very wise words of wisdom. When the night has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stay home. So darling, darling, stay home. Oh, stay home, and darling, won't you stay home. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, and have a good week. Stay safe, stay updated, and stay cute with Mona Moore Official.